everybody. It's not quite 10 a.m., but if anybody knows me, when it comes to these videos and things online, I like to be a little bit earlier versus late. So I won't start everything yet. Just going to see if anybody else is early and everything with me. First, I want to say happy Saturday. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I know a lot of people had just gotten back from the holidays. I know my sister and some more of my family did, so they were kind of just getting into the swing of things. Good morning, Lindsay. I'm so glad you're enjoying the challenge. I am so enjoying you and your transparency and your authenticity. I think that's so important, and that's what makes a group so special. So thank you very much. We should have some more joining us in a little bit. Last week I got in trouble because I started the meat and potatoes right at 10 a.m. and everybody was like, Basheerah, but we just logged on. I'm like, okay. I'll stop being overly anxious. Good morning, Christia. How are you? Glad to see you on. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again for being in the challenge. You were phenomenal. I know I'm not gonna really hear from Sterling, but I know you are pushing him to do his best, so it's very much appreciated. Good morning, Angela. How are you, darling? You are doing phenomenal. I loved your pick of the green beans, and I see you doing your thing. So I really love that you're putting it all in, and I know this is going to be something that's really good for you. Things. I don't know, Miss Shantae. There she is. I said I was getting ready to talk about you, Shantae. There's my girl. Where's my cheerleaders? Where are my two little ones? No, they were so cute when I saw the photo with the video, and I was like, yep, there we go. My cheerleaders right there. We're going to go ahead and have to get them in a photo shoot with me. Oh, thank you for the hair thing, honey. Yes, we did her this morning, honey. She's called Morgan. Yes, look. Hey, Shantae, darling. Yes, you guys can totally be in the bed and just listen to me, ask questions as much as you want. But just thank you guys for taking the time to come on. And if you all have some friends and things, hey, Sterling. Okay, Christine said you're listening. Oh, you make the food, Sterling. Excuse me, and the tea. Well, excuse me. I knew you were very interactive. I knew it. It's just with some of my guys. You guys are not getting ready to get into that group. And you guys are not getting ready to send me all those pictures. So I already know. So I appreciate you being interactive. And I knew you would be supportive. So let me know if you guys need anything. You can always email me as well. Even if you don't want to hop in the group. So good morning, Colin. How are you, stranger? Good to see you on. Make sure you have some questions. I know you know a lot about wellness and things, so make sure you have some questions and things as well. Hello, Kelly. How are you, darling? Long time. Long time. And you know a lot about health and wellness as well, so make sure you ask some questions. And it's good to see some older names and things I haven't seen in a while, but I'd like to go ahead and get started. We'll be on here as long as you guys need me to be on here. Don't feel like we have to go on and on and on. It's to answer your questions. Good morning, Philandria. Hey, darling. Philandria already posted an amazing picture this morning of her food. I already told her she is going to be the photographer for my next food book because my food looks like crap. And her food looks amazing. I promise you, same recipe. Doesn't even look like the same food. So let's get started, guys. First, I want to say that our challenge is going phenomenally well. I know a lot of people in regular Facebook land can't see many of the posts, but we have people already losing weight. We have people who haven't worked out in months and maybe even years, getting right back into the swing of things and working so hard. That's what I'm so excited about, is the commitment to the process, and then also just handling it, like, not being so scared where you don't go all in. They're doing it all, and they're making huge strides in their health, and then also just changing their lifestyle. Okay, thank you. Thank you about the hair, Colin. I'm trying. Hello, Shayna. Hi, darling. Oh, Shantae's already asking me about corporate fasting. So, okay, we're going to get on that. So, let's get started with some of you guys' questions, because I want to make sure we cover as much as possible, and I give you resources for you to go and look up additional things or even product referrals, stuff like that. So, let's start with Shantae. She says, as we prepare for corporate fasting, I'm not sure what corporate fasting is. Is there anything we have to do while working out to not pass out? I'm thinking you're probably meaning through the church, maybe. I'm not sure what corporate fasting is, but yes, when you're doing any type of fasting, and if you're doing one of those really detailed and kind of exclusive detoxes, one that takes out a lot of things, you do need to adjust your workout because your caloric levels are not going to be as high. You have to remember your food is your fuel. So if you're operating a vehicle that doesn't have any fuel in it, then it's going to stop on you, or something else is going to happen, or you could damage things. So don't work out as hard, especially the first couple of days. But what you'll notice is you'll actually kick into a different kind of drive where you should have more energy. But let's talk more about that specifically, hun, so I can make sure I have the details and I'm giving you the right information. Okay, so at the church, that's what I was thinking, hun. Good morning, Cousin Reggie. Thank you, my eyelids. Yes, she was working on those. Thanks, guys. Okay, so Shayna, you want to know what is good to eat for burning fat? That's a very interesting question because I think there's kind of a misconception out there that food by itself burns fat, and that's really not accurate, okay? So there are certain kind of foods that help to stimulate the system in order to help it burn more fat effectively. But there's other things that need to go in place, like also eating a clean diet in addition to that food, also incorporating cardiovascular exercise, also strength and resistance training. It's an overall lifestyle, so there's not one food. Now, there are certain foods that help you break down fat a little bit quicker in the body because of certain types of enzymes and things. Like, for instance, pineapple. You guys have probably heard about pineapple or grapefruit. Well, those actually just get certain systems and chemicals in the body to work a little bit more efficiently. But if you're not doing anything else healthy, guys, it's not going to just shed the pounds by itself. I'm sorry, there's no quick fix like that. If I knew of one, I'd be a multi-billionaire, and everyone else would. All right, so just remember, it's an overall clean and healthy lifestyle. But there are some foods that have certain enzymes in it to speed up these catalytic responses. Okay, all right, so let's go. I want to make sure. I think I missed a couple of them. Okay, we have fasting, we have food. All right, what is my take on CBD? Good one. So you all, CBD, you guys have probably heard of it. It's a cannabidiol oil, right? Cannabidiol coming from the hemp plant. CBD oil is not marijuana. Sorry. It's not marijuana. It actually comes from a different part of the plant. The marijuana comes from the male part of the plant, it comes from the female. So the female gets you high. The male part of the plant is the CBD, which is a healer. I actually am very involved with CBD, Colin, so I know quite a bit about it, and we can talk more about that unless people want questions now. So let's see. So in favor of CBD, but people need to understand it better. All right. Christia, can we talk about pH water? Yes. Okay. So what pH stands for is potential hydrogen. All right. So you have this naturally occurring system in the body that kind of determines if we're too acidic or if we're not necessarily too much, but if you're acidic or if you're alkaline. You guys have probably heard that. Well, the range goes from 0 to 14. So if you tend to be on, I believe the 0 to 7, then you're more alkaline. And if you're, 0 to 7 is more acidic, and then the other end is more alkaline. Well, the thing is the water, they say, helps to balance that system, but there's also foods that do it. And there's also certain things you can do with your lifestyle. There's even certain types of workouts and things that help to balance. So the water by itself is not going to balance your body. Number one, is it the right level for you? Because none of us are starting at 0. If you're already extremely acidic, then you drinking a water that's mid-level or has too much acid in it is not necessarily going to bring you back into balance. So the only way to get 100% alkaline water and to know how to balance it out is to actually get the pumps. So you guys have probably heard of Kangen water, Kangen, which is a pump that actually has special plates that filter the water with the correct amount of ions and to make sure that it's balanced. And you can actually set your numbers. So like you can set it for 9, you can set it for 11, you can set it for 13 based off of you understanding how acidic your body may be. You can also go to any drugstore and you can get the little pH strips. to find out where you are, because you may already be balanced naturally, which means don't go and try to do a whole bunch of things to reduce your acidity in your body, because then you may throw some things off. Okay, so I hope that helped, ton. Of course, you can always email me and I can email you some specific links to articles about that. Because here's the thing, you guys, there was a Nobel Peace Prize winner that actually, he's Russian, I can't think of his name, but he actually determined that disease cannot live in an alkaline environment. So basically what that means is if you keep your body balanced and more towards the alkalinity side of things, disease cannot thrive. Disease thrives in acidic environments. That's why there's these big arguments about certain kind of meats, because meat causes additional acidity, or dairy can. But it all depends on your body and your current level. Okay, so there goes Reggie talking about, since the female always keeps us males high. Well, basically, so yeah, that was back about the CBD and the hemp plant. And we can always do a chat about that another time too, guys. So when we get off, please make sure you leave in the comments some things you'd like to discuss, because I'll make sure I get you additional information. I'll bring on experts that talk about this, and we'll have just a really good conversation. Shayna, I wish I could find something to eat healthy that I wouldn't get burned out on so fast. Well, I think you have to make sure that you eat with large variety, okay? That's why people get burned out. They find a food, like I said earlier, I said pineapples. Well, if you put pineapples in every single one of your meals, yeah, you're burning out. Well, there's other foods and there's other varieties of things that will help with the overall lifestyle. Variety is the key to a healthy diet. If not, you're going to burn out. Someone asked me, what is my take on, I think you mean Herbalife. Okay, so, and we have a couple of Herbalife specialists that are actually on, but what I will say is Herbalife is a very credible company, been around a very long time. This is what I would also say. There's certain products in Herbalife that I like better than others. I love the 24 line. Like Reggie, you know that. I live for the 24 line with their proteins and things, and I actually feel really good. I have some 24 in my cabinet right now, okay? And Reggie Sims, you guys, owns Gold. Is it gold? It's Gold Leaf, not Golden Leaf. It's Gold Leaf. So if you're in Oklahoma City, that's right off of Western, across from Bishop McGinnis, okay? So shout out to Reggie Sims. He owns one of those, and when you go inside, there's people in there who can give you more information about what's in the products and make sure it's best for you. All right. So Christelle, you have to tell me which thing you want more info. I think you want the pH, so we'll get on that. Colin wants info on the CBD. I think Christy is talking about the water. Colin, don't send anything about the CBD yet till I explain it. All right. So, okay. So yes, Gold Leaf Nutrition is for anything involving Reggie Sims' nutrition store. Okay. So let's see. Any more questions, guys? pH water. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let me see what I meant. There was a lot of talking going on. Hi, Haley Rowe. And hi, Haley Donaldson. I got my Haleys on. All right, so ginger and lemon in your water are good for detox. Detox. Let's talk about detox. Okay, we need a drum roll on this. Okay, you all. Ginger and lemon are great, period, to put into your foods, to put into your drinks. They're not going to detox the body alone, all right? So there's a lot. This is another thing that there's a huge misconception about. There's even a lot of opinions based, from different experts about it. I am not a detox expert, but I do have a lot of experience with detoxing, but I am not the expert. So let me put that disclaimer out there. What tends to happen with the detox is this, okay? Your body is designed to detox itself through certain organs, all right? So the body, number one, was designed to take care of itself. Here's where we run into a problem. We live in a very, very, very toxic environment. And then we also live very toxic lifestyles. So let's say you had this clean slate with a body that was able to heal itself, to get rid of toxins, everything. But we've accumulated all this extra crap that maybe the body can't process by itself. Also, due to many things in our environment that have nothing to do with our lifestyle or anything that we can change, our bodies have now become weakened. Our immune systems are often very weakened. Your air quality, your water quality, a lot of the hormones and pesticides and all of the extra stuff that's in our food, even in so-called organic food, can actually cause our bodies and those organs that naturally filter out those toxins to not work as efficiently as they could. That's why you should even start thinking about a detox. Detoxing is not to lose weight, guys. I'm sorry, yes, that's a wonderful benefit, but if you go in there doing a detox just to lose weight, you are going to gain it back right afterwards, and you'll probably put on even more. I'm sorry. The research says it. I've seen it happen hundreds of times with clients. So you have to go into the whole research, to the whole detox phenomenon with the mindset, I'm trying to clean my body. Don't think you're going to sit there and completely filter out and detox your entire body in 7 days, 10 days, a month, or any of that, because the body is working by itself to do that job. So that's not what it's for. Just try to get maybe a jump start on some things that could have been a little sluggish. But a detox is not a heal all, okay? The only way to completely, as much as possible, but to completely get the body in a healthy state is a clean diet and cleaner type of lifestyle, which includes getting away from a lot of environmental toxins and many of us can't escape from, all right? But the healthier you live, even if you do come across different diseases and things happening, this is what I always tell people. Yes, it may still happen to you, but you're going to be stronger and healthier. Therefore, you can fight it. I may still get cancer tomorrow, knock on wood, God forbid. But I'm going to be able to fight it a lot better than someone who never took care of their body. So prepare yourself, and I don't want to say necessarily battle, because that gives a negative connotation, but prepare yourself to face any type of consequences by living healthy. But that includes your mentality, that includes your spiritual connection, as well as what you eat and what you drink. All right? So just remember, it's the 360 holistic outlook. That stop taking different pictures or different pieces of it away. All right? It's all together. So all right. Take care, Colin. Okay. Hi, Marion Marie. Hi, Ken Jones. Okay. Hi, Sunita Wells. Hello, beautiful. All right. And Philandra asked about what are my thoughts on ACV. Those of you all who don't know what that is apple cider vinegar. Let me tell you this, there's a lot of amazing benefits, the same as like with the ginger and with the lemon and with a lot of great essential oils and things. In fact, we have one that we're using we're actually using it in there. A lot of my challenge people know exactly what this is. These are our Shiromi Skinny Tea Drops. So these have some great essential oils and things that help with kind of a detox and overall wellness with the body. So a lot of these things are really great. With apple cider vinegar, it's great to add with other great things, okay? These apple cider vinegar diets where people are taking this huge amount of an extremely acidic resource and then drinking it all day long without understanding if their bodies were already acidic or closer to alkaline anyway, you guys are tearing your bodies up. You all have to understand that, yes, just because it's natural does not mean you can take as much of it as you want to. No, you need to know the state of your body before just diving into anything. Yes, these things are better for your body than prescription drugs, but you have to make sure that it's the right quantity, dosages for you and then what you're trying to achieve. Hey there, Healthy Place Fitness. That's us. Okay. Oh, here's one benefit of ACV that's topical. It does help to get rid of dandruff. It's also good for a lot of skin conditions, like Philandria and many of them are saying the tea that we have is great for overall wellness and things, and it has the right appropriation of the individual oils, okay, because it was made in the lab. And then you guys, you got to remember, okay, I know a lot of times we go to Google to kind of, hey, Budgie, we go to Google, we go to all these different sites to kind of get our own diagnosis on things. Number one, most of those sites are not run by any type of doctor, not medical, not naturopath, not any type. A lot of them times it's just opinions. Many of you all can run your own sites and no one would say a thing. So if you wouldn't go to just anyone to get a diagnosis about something happening to your body when it comes to your doctor, Why would you just go to anyone online and do exactly what they say and you don't even know who they are or why they're saying that? I'm just saying, your health is extremely important, and it's up to you to find better knowledge than just a random Google search, okay? If anything, go to the Google Scholar and look at medical articles or, medical journals. Those are out there and available. They're longer, they're not as exciting to read, but they're out there, and you will at least see the research done, and you'll find out why they're coming up with the diagnosis or with the outcome. That's very important. All right, guys. Hey, Jadrian. I hope I said that right. Okay, any more questions about health, nutrition, detoxing, coffee, weights, or weight loss, or appetite suppressants, or anything like that? Remember, I said we're only going to stay on here as long as y'all need me. Let's see if I missed one on here. I think I got most of them. All right, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you out there drink soda? Go ahead, come on, answer. Give me a thumbs up. Put it in the feed. Tell me. It's not a quiz. You're not gonna get in trouble. Okay, how many of you guys drink soda? I see you, Shayna. I'm gonna get to you, honey. Okay, all right, Ken, good. I know a lot of people do, and this is a huge debate, you guys. Okay, because people think, okay, well, as long as I'm cutting back on soda, then it's okay. I would say, and Shayna, this kind of pertains to what you're asking as well. Angela, we're stopping that. Okay, Shayna, we're stopping that too. Okay, let me let you guys know something. There's certain foods and drinks that can disrupt the body. Disrupted in a very bad way, cause the body to become extremely acidic. Soda happens to be one of those drinks that can throw off the body. You want to talk about pH? Actually go and do some research about the acid levels in your standard sodas, okay? And then you want to talk about the balance. Okay, well, there's no way you're going to be balanced when it comes to pH if you're drinking sodas. I know we like to use them to keep us up, and we're very used to the flavor and the carbonation, but it's so important to stay away from. Shannon, you were asking about a good diet. There's not no soda while on this. No soda, period. Get rid of soda. If you can't go cold turkey, this is what I tell people all the time. There's a product called Hansen's Natural Soda. It tastes like the real thing, but it doesn't have all of the chemicals. So I still don't want you doing that every single day, but at least it'll help you pull back. All right, so not just on this challenge. This challenge is to set us up for a better lifestyle, not to just have us do certain behaviors and then we go back to the other ones. And then after 28 days, hopefully you don't crave it as much. Ooh, Lindsay, 2 to 3 a day and only one this entire week. Now that's huge. That is so huge. If you feel like you just have to have one, I want you to try the Hansen's. They have almost all flavors, including one they say tastes like a Dr. Pepper, okay? I used to drink soda back in the day before my big kind of like my health epiphany that I had around like between age 19 to 22. That's when I was figuring it out, right? And I used to drink a lot of soda. I did. I grew up drinking it. My parents didn't want me to, but once I got my car, I was like, I want my Mountain Dew. And then later on, I found out what it was doing to my body, and I can actually see it physically. It came out in my face, like, I had weird acne, because I never had bad acne as a child, but weird acne. And then, I have a very kind of a not ACD. I have a kind of a OCD, or it's a little bit personality. So I saw that come out even more, and I was always stressed. So if you want to start off with a healthy lifestyle meal plan, Shayna, not diet, the thing is to eat clean. I know it sounds so freaking easy. Everybody's like, it can't be that easy. But how many people are really eating clean? If you just cut out all processed foods and drink and not do anything else, not count a calorie or anything, you are going to start already becoming healthier. Maybe then you get to your calorie counting, but let's take baby steps. Go to your cupboards, go to your refrigerators, dump all that crap that's processed, all right? Start there. Then let's go into figuring it out. Okay, what's best for my body as far as how much fat, carbohydrates and proteins are needed for my body to work efficiently. All right. If I'm a woman and I'm getting a little bit older and my hormones are changing, what supplements are needed? Because at that point, you may actually need to go ahead and contact a licensed nutritionist or registered dietitian. Everybody knows the one I go to for that is Umo Callens with 180 Physique. Umo is my dietitian. She's also my prep coach. I'm huge on that. There's certain things that you need to go to a registered dietitian for. So, okay, glad that you guys are leaving this soda alone. Proud of you. Hello, Diane. Good to see you, sweetie. Okay, so Shannon, you're saying everything is processed, but it's not. Everything may not be 100% organic, but when you cook, your food is not processed. So I don't mean the process of taking the rice from the actual rice fields and taking it to the factory. Okay, that is a process, but that's not what I'm considering processed food. Processed food is when they're adding all these additives and preservatives and unnatural things in a lab or actually in a factory in order to keep that food preserved long enough for it to, last for a long time or get a chance to get to a larger group of people. That's more necessary in maybe third world countries and things where people are starving and their food is an issue. We don't need as many here. For here, it's all about profit. Okay, we don't have to put as many preservatives and junk in our food as we do, but the larger corporations, manufacturers make more profit when they do. If they can keep your food on the shelf for 6 months and they can still have you eating it, okay, imagine how much money they can save versus they have to cycle that food in and out every 1 month, every 2 months. So it's a money game, and that money game is what's killing you. Because trust me, they're not eating that crap. You want to know why you can get 10 cans of Campbell's soup for $1? I'm just saying. Or 10 packs of ramen noodles for 90 cents. I'm just saying. Okay? So everything is not processed. But you may have to take a day out of your week to cook. All right? In our challenge, nothing in there is processed. And everybody is killing it. All right? It's going to take some time, become a habit. But they're going to be so much healthier. You all, health is not one of those things that just comes to you anymore. No, we have so many obstacles, so you got to put some skin in the game if you want to be healthy. You guys, I work my ass off. I'm 43 years old. Yes, I don't have any kids. I get it. But I run several different businesses. I work my butt off in the gym. I have to cook. I come from Oklahoma. You don't think I love Brahms? Ice cream, burgers, fries, all that. But I can't sit there and eat it and still come and talk to you guys about being healthy. All right, it's just it. All right, there's some things you cannot have if you want to be healthy. So which one you want? I love you guys to death, but I'm going to love you enough to stop lying to you. No, you cannot do whatever you want to and still be healthy. Nope. Sorry. Okay. Love you guys. Okay. So for example, in Oklahoma, we cannot even buy fish and chicken that's soaked in lower levels of brine. Okay, guys, but we're looking at different levels here, all right? So we're talking about the best fish and fried fish that you know is no good, all right? Can we meet somewhere in between? I get it. Oklahoma, we are behind. We have legislation that has nothing to do with improving our food because we're trying to get some money for the teachers. We have so many things that we're fighting. So you have to take it even more into your hands. So if you can't get the fish without the brine, all right, well, somewhere in between. Doesn't mean you have to go and fry your fish either. Somewhere in between. Maybe eat vegetarian for a little bit instead of always eating fish, chicken, or beef. Maybe eat some more vegetables. We do have a lot of farmers markets. So that's my thing is, are we going to let what somebody else has put in front of us determine our health? No. Start growing some of your garden. I know one of your grandmas or aunties has some things. Agina is actually in our group, and Agina has a beautiful garden, and we constantly get fresh fruits and vegetables from her family. Where there's a will, there's a way. But where there's an excuse, you will always fall back into negative patterns of behavior. Not try to preach, just being real. You guys, I've trained thousands of people throughout the entire world. The mentality has to change. It's not your environment. It's not what's around as far as when it comes to your stores and things. It's your mentality. If you want to eat better, you will. Bottom line, if you want to work out, you will. It's going to be hard, but if you want to do it, you'll do it. All right, so in restaurants, it's going to be hard, Maybe you got to cook some of your own meat and bring it with you. Or maybe you do your veggies. I go out all the time. Find very healthy choices. Now, are they going to be as healthy as if I cook it myself? Probably not, but it's a lot better than junk food. So once again, it's that balance. It's finding the lifestyle that works best. Okay, are salmon and crab legs good for you? Salmon is fantastic for you. You do want to look at the different levels of chemicals that are in the fish, because there's different periods of time that certain pollution is happening in certain waters where the fish that we get comes from. So be very cognizant of that. Find out, where's your fish coming from? Do they just have an oil spill? Do they find out that there's higher concentration of mercury in these waters than others? And try to get your fish from areas that doesn't happen in. Like Shantae said, that may be harder to do in Oklahoma. So just do a little research. A lot of those things are listed and very easy to find. Crab legs. I know what you mean about crab legs. Crab legs are considered a scavenger. So, kind of like with catfish, they're considered more of a bottom feeder. They eat a lot of the refuse and stuff from the other animals and things in wherever they come from. So I won't say that they're necessarily bad for you. Are they the cleanest food you can eat? No. But if you eat crab legs without all the butter, I'm not mad at you. Just make sure, once again, you know the kind of waters they're coming out of, that it doesn't have a high concentration of toxins, all right? And you're not eating it every day, okay? Philandria, thoughts on the use of air fryers? I love air fryers. Anytime you can get your food to taste like it was fried and to give you that comfort level, and you don't have to put the extra crap in it, I'm all for it. If you don't mind investing in a good one, and you don't mind taking the time, it's one of the best ways to segue into a healthier lifestyle, because you won't miss some of your favorite foods. Like, we do sweet potato fries and regular fries in ours all the time, and taste absolutely amazing. So I love those. Okay, so Shantae, you're asking, no, you mean when you go out to eat? Okay, yes, when you go out to eat, it's very hard to find things that don't have a lot of additional preservative, very high in, MSGs. It is. But there are even better restaurants that we didn't used to have. Like you have like Whiskey Cake. There's several of these vegan restaurants that are near a Midtown, Bricktown area. So there are some places, but look into it before you go. Yes, cooking is the best thing for you. But that's one of the reasons why we're unhealthy, because we don't have time to cook. So once again, finding that balance. All right, thought on wild caught fish as opposed to farm raised. Once again, like ideally, I would say, of course, wild caught, ideally, but because of the conditions of some of our waters, some of our oceans and things, you really have to look at the toxin levels, because now we're not dealing with the level playing field. Okay, that makes sense. Shayna said, I love you and just keeping it real. I'm trying to keep it real, and I love you guys being real with your questions. Don't ask me questions that you think I'm going to pat you on the back for. Ask questions about your real lives, all right? Nothing you do right now is wrong if you're doing it with the right intention, okay? All we can do is try to be better in all aspects of our lives every single day. All of us have something. It's just with some of us, it's easier for some people to see. We all got something we're dealing with. Just try to be better in that area every day of your life. It's all you can do. You're human and you're trying, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, so, oh gosh, Shantae, you said thank you, Jesus, for saving me. You talking about the crab legs. You better not be eating those every day. Those are not on the meal plan. Okay, Lindsay, when you order at a restaurant, you can always request them to cook it clean. Great point, guys. This is something that a lot of restaurants didn't really understand how to do here. I would say to maybe the last 2 to 3 years ago. And I don't know if there was like a nationwide, tutorial or something or memo that went out. But if you ask for them to cook it clean, it doesn't have the same amount of oils, seasonings, fats. A lot of times I have people steam. Like if I get fish, I'll ask them to steam it with no oil. They'll do that for you. Or I'll ask my veggies not to be cooked with any type of butter or oil. I have them steamed as well. And most places will do it, especially if it's a sit-down place. If you're just running in to pick up your food, it probably depends on who's cooking that day. But if you're sitting down, they'll do it for you, okay? Yes, and it is a lot better than eating the junk. It's not the same as cooking it at home, but it is similar. Like we had, let's see, Sincerely Daniel's Crystal. Yesterday, she had to go to, I think, Cool Greens to get her salad instead of making it. Well, Cool Greens has great choices. Just want to make sure that you don't drown your salad in the salad dressing. So that was a great one. If I'm out running around, I try to find options like that as well. Angela, what seasonings can you suggest to give some variety in the flavor of food that would be more, that would be still be considered healthy? This is a great one, and this one is actually easier to answer than you all would think. You want to choose as many natural herbal seasonings as you can. All right, those are going to be lower in sodium. They're also going to be full of flavor. All right, so I know many of us, we go straight to getting like the little bottles of seasonings, but we don't go to get those little package of the fresh leaves and things that look like they just picked them up from the ground. That's the one you want. You want the ones that look like they just picked them up from the ground, and you want to cook your food in them, and you'll find it has much richer taste. It'll get throughout the meat versus you just sprinkling something on top that's probably too high in sodium. So I hope that helped, hon. Natural seasonings and herbs are going to be the best for you. And then always wash your salt, of course. All right, guys. So Billy D. Williams. Hey, darling. How are you? Hi. Oh, Philandria says, I love Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash is a good one. It's lower in sodium, and they have a lot of flavors now. Back in the day, they used to just have the original flavor, and some people liked it, some people didn't. You can have all kinds of stuff now. Like they have like a cayenne, a Mexican, a ranch flavored. Just make sure, once again, it's lower in sodium and that you still incorporate some natural herbs. You guys, it would change your life if you start using natural herbs. I'm really big into essential oils, anything like that, anything essential oils, natural herbs, things that come from the ground or as close to the ground or the trees as possible, because I know that they were actually created for our bodies, all right? And they actually address many of the illnesses and things that we're going through from a natural level. And one day we'll do a chat about that too. We'll talk about essential oils. We'll talk about the CBD oil. We'll talk about a lot of natural remedies for many of the daily ailments that we have. We'll do that very soon. Okay, so the salt-free Mrs. Dash, really, really good one. Really good. So wonderful, y'all. Let me see if I missed one. There was some time I didn't see you guys posting. Oh, yes. So Ken is talking about foods that turn into sugar. What he's mentioning, sorry Ken, I missed that earlier. What he's talking about is not your standard table sugar. What he's talking about is actually like carbohydrates in the body breaking down into what you call glucose, okay? So glucose being like this basic component of most foods and also of sugar, of course. Most of your foods have to break down into some component of glucose because it's our primary fuel source, all right? Glucose is. So I know we say carbohydrates. That's because carbohydrates break down into glucose, right? So here's the thing. Even if you're eating, say if you're eating a healthy diet, but you're eating too much. So say if I, like for instance, in my meal plans, I tend to incorporate a healthy amount of grains. Well, if you're eating too many grains or more than your body needs, remember everybody's body is different. Lindsay, we were discussing that this morning. Any type of excess will then just be utilized as the body as sugar. So if it can't be absorbed into the bloodstream and utilized by the muscles in the body for running the systems, it's going to turn into sugar and be stored as fat. Okay, so Ken, I hope that's what you wanted me to allude to. There's so many different ways you can go with that. But yes, many foods turn into sugar in the body, even if they didn't go in as a dessert or tasting sweet, because sugar actually broken down to glucose. And that's something I want you guys to look up too. Look up glucose, look up fructose, look up lactose. These sound like just laboratory names that you hear on foods and stuff, but they come from a particular source that all of our bodies can or cannot utilize. And so if you understand, well, you know, with the lactose, well, that's 2 milk sugars. Well, I don't have the enzyme in my body to break down milk sugar. That's why I'm lactose intolerant. That's so simple. You type in lactose intolerant into Google, it explains it for you. So there you're not operating on a kind of this mystical level where you don't really understand what your doctor is telling you, but you're just doing it. No. Just get a basic understanding of your body. So somebody's saying, so basically water, vegetables, and fruit, that's all I need to eat. Shayna, no! That's not what I'm saying. Hello, Valencia, sweetie. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Because what if your water is contaminated? No. I'm telling you to eat a balanced diet. A balanced diet has proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, and your water. So fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates, okay? Many of your fruits have a high concentration of sugar, so there's certain fruits you want to eat. Grains are wonderful for you. They're a great source of carbohydrates. Now, do you want to eat a lot of your white grains or your white type of carbohydrates? No. The reason why we say that is because they've been stripped of the natural fiber. Many of them have, or they've been overly processed. So the body can't absorb it and use as much as it could if it weren't processed. So no, eat everything. Eat fats, but just have a healthy amount of fats in the right percentage. You need to be in our next challenge because all of our meal plans, our people know what percentage of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins they're eating for their bodies. And it's very, very, very simple to figure out, okay? But we can talk about that. Shayna, is it true that certain food for your body type? Here's the thing with the body type diets, guys. And I actually used to use this a lot with many of the celebrities that I was training. I would actually cook for them according to their body type. It was kind of, a big thing a few years ago. And here's the thing, that what research is showing us is that there doesn't seem to be a 100% consistent opinion or maybe an opinion or philosophy or theory when it comes to that. What they're finding is even if somebody may be type O and say the blood chart may say, okay, salmon is good for you, red meat is good for you, but then you may have someone with other type of sensitivities with that type O that's not supposed to eat salmon, that maybe should never eat red meat because of the genetic disposition. So what you're finding is you can't just take the blood type by itself. So it is something to use as a guide. Like there's certain people who could be AB, which there's a lot of foods they should never touch, but don't use that as the only guide. Your body is the best determination of figuring out what's best for you. Your body will tell you if something upsets your system. Your body will tell you if you have an allergy. Your body will tell you if something makes you feel sluggish or not like yourself. You'd be surprised at how many times we ignore what our bodies are telling us because we're just used to it. We're used to being uncomfortable, right? Not even fat, not even overweight or obese or anything. We're just used to not feeling amazing. We're used to kind of blah. So we take a lot of stimulants and extra things to make us feel energetic when a lot of that energy could come from us just eating right, taking the right supplements, getting enough rest, drinking enough water, and being mindful of how we interact with others throughout the day, right? So, hi, Gershelle. Hi, darling. Shane, I know you messing with me. You better not just be drinking some water, fruits, and vegetables. I'm going to see you and you will disappear. Okay, Philandra, if you read up on different body types, it will help you learn what foods are better for you. It does help, but here's the thing. Okay, you all, life likes to put us in, even in other countries. I won't even just put it on the U.S. Life likes to put us in categories and labels, and we bought into that. Like, for instance, I'm black. I'm a woman. I'm from the United States. Okay, well, that's a nice little box, right? So then somebody else sits there and says, okay, well, this is how you're supposed to act. This is how you're supposed to think. This is what's supposed to happen to you by the time you get this age. This is how many kids, what kind of husband, what kind of house, what kind of education you're supposed to have. But guess what? Somebody else determined that for me based off of this box they decided to put me in. You're not a box. God didn't create you to be a box. You have these system, these amazing system of all these functions in the body that do such incredible things. No one has the same system as you. So even if you're an endomorph, your body's not the same as another endomorph. All right? So that's why I say a lot of this information you're getting, not necessarily from me today, but that you're getting throughout your life, use it as a guide, but also use what's happening to you and the way your body is reacting and telling you things. Use that as the ultimate guide to thine own self be true. You all, nothing is better for you than understanding that. But if you're so toxic mentally, spiritually, and physically, that you can't even hear your body. You can't even hear your mind. You can't even hear your spirit. That becomes harder. So yes, use the guides, use the gurus, use what you need, but don't ever underestimate the power of your own knowledge of you. All right? But at the same time, don't be so hard-headed you don't listen to somebody else. All right. Christina, yes, join the challenge, Shayna. 3 jobs that'll let you, girl. You do this stuff at home. Okay. All right. So, all right, there you guys go. You are just so welcome. So welcome. Is there anything else that you guys could think of? And you guys, who asked me about coffee last time? Somebody asked me about coffee last week. Are they on here? Because I want to show you something. Christina, was it you? I think it was. Okay, I think it was Christina. Okay. So you guys, I drink coffee. I used to be a Starbucks girl, right? I did. I'll admit it. I wouldn't do it every day because I understand how coffee can throw off the acidic levels of your body, the acid levels. So I made sure I would just do it sparingly. Well, this is the coffee that I drink now. And this is the bag. It says Sharoma Skinny Coffee. Now, I don't use it for weight loss purposes. And I also don't use it for necessarily appetite suppressant, but it does have those benefits. I actually use it because it has a great taste, and it comes in those little individual packs, and I don't even have to add sugar. If I want to add sugar, I can, but usually I don't, and I never add cream, and it just gives you not nearly as much caffeine as like the Starbucks, but just gives you kind of like this moderate type of existence and things where you have a natural sense of energy and stuff. But then it has a lot of healthy benefits. You know, it's kind of helping with your blood sugar and other things. So if you want more information on that, Christina and somebody else, I'll post that in the group, or I'll send you a link, DM or email something. So, okay, guys. Yes, Haley, coffee. Haley, did you get this one before? The Sharoma? Do you remember seeing these packets? I know Seisha had gotten some. Do you remember seeing this? If not, I'll get you some, okay? I'll get you some to try. Just remind me. This is awesome, and I know you love coffee. We try to get you off of Starbucks anyway. Haley Donaldson. Okay, so my coffee people. So Christina and Haley, you guys are going to talk to me about coffee. All right, so keto diet. Shayna and then Philandra, you guys are asking me about the keto and intermittent fasting. All right, so I'm not an expert in any one of these categories. Of course, I have a moderate information about it. All right, keto diet. So keto diet, it has to deal with actually triggering the body to burn fat, use fat primarily as a source of fuel versus carbohydrates. And it takes a while to put your body into this stage. Keto dieting for most people has been misunderstood. In order for your body to get into a ketogenic state, you have to go through this process, this lengthy process. For some people, they can get it to it quicker than others, but it's actually a scientific process. So if you're going back and forth, one day keto, the next not, or breakfast is keto and lunch is not, that's not ketogenic. So what I find a lot of people doing is they like eating a lot of the fat that's in the keto diets because the fat is what is they're more accustomed to anyway, but then they're still eating all of the grains and the things you're not supposed to eat. So they're actually throwing off their bodies even more. If you're really going to follow a ketogenic diet, you need to follow it step by step. One of the best systems I've seen out there is actually by the gentleman who created the bulletproof kind of lifestyle. He has the bulletproof coffee, and they have like bars and stuff that are really high in fat, but it's based off of scientific knowledge, and it also helps you with changing your mindset about it. So don't play with these trendy diets, guys. Intermittent fasting, same thing. Fasting has been around you all since the beginning of time. Like if you go through, you look at the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, even more ancient teachings, people fasted. So sometimes you look at fasting from a spiritual standpoint. The intermittent, where you're actually taking different hours and you're not eating for a certain amount of time, and then you're eating pretty much whatever you want throughout the other time, you still have to be careful with. If you're binging when you're not fasting, then you're still not helping your body. Even though you gave your body more time for it to digest the food, you still overate. So you all, there's no quick fix. That's why I tell people, Learn how to eat clean. Then if you have a specific condition, or if there's a certain diet or lifestyle plan better for you, then do that. But if you haven't even started eating clean, you're not going to last through the others, and you're going to throw your body off, okay? You're going to throw it off even more, making it harder for you to get back on track. So I think too many times what we do is we go too far out there looking for, okay, for this major like decision, or this major trick that is going to change it all. Like, I know I can do this if I only found the secret. The secret is there is no dang secret. There's no secret to getting healthy. Everybody's body is different, so it has a different plan. But if you're not eating clean and doing at least moderate exercising, it's not happening. I don't care what your genetics are. At some point, it's not happening, because it's not just about what are we seeing here. It's about what's going on inside of here. What's going on with your organs? What's going on with your fascia? What's going on with your ligaments, your tendons, your cells? All right? So your genetics, and you just having an 8-pack, or you being cut up, but you're still eating like crap, you still don't know what's going on in here. All right? You got to have a clean lifestyle, guys. Mind, body, and spirit. All right. Hey, Keela. Hey, honey. Yes, I love my Sharoma coffee. Don't forget, guys, I can tell you all about coffee. Now, has anybody detoxed this season? Or is anybody on one now? Even if you're in the group, be honest. Is anybody taking a detox right now? Somebody know they out there detoxing. Why you at? Y'all try to have crickets now. Okay, whatever. Y'all know y'all probably just took a detox tea last night. Shantae? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. Akila says she needs to. Okay, here's the thing with detoxing, you guys. And we did, there's Cherie. Cherie like, yes. Okay. And you guys, I'm certainly not against detoxes. I'm in favor of detoxes when it's done, number one, for the right reasons up here, and then when it's the right detox for your body and done for the right amount of time. Those are things that people often don't even think about. They just think, oh, okay, well, my girlfriend lost 10 pounds on this one, I'm going to do it. Or somebody lost 20, I'm going to do it. But they're not asking the questions, is it best for them and their lifestyle? So, okay, so Gorshelle, you're on one. Shannon, you need to. Okay, before you guys do any of that, or before you, or if you're on one, I want you to ask yourself why you're doing it. And if you need to probably come up with at least 3 to 5 things. You don't have to send them to me. You can if you want to, but ask yourself why you're doing it, all right? Then, if you would like to do a healthy one and you'd like for me to refer one to you that I do, I usually do it no more than 2 weeks max. Then I will make sure that I give you a link and I'll tell you how I utilize it and how I eat with it, all right? I don't recommend anything, you guys, that I do not use myself. Anyone who's worked with me since I've begun being in this industry knows I do not recommend things that I do not do myself, okay? So I do detox. I don't detox all the time because it's not good to detox all the time. But I do. If you need a reference, please. Okay, Akila's saying, can you help me detox my life? Now, child, I am not the Messiah, girl. I can't, no, I'm kidding. You guys, Akila's my sister, so I joke with her like that. And so is Nur Jahan, if no one else knew that, but those are my sisters. Keela, you know I help you find the detox. Akila eats a lot of green things, and she's big in essential oils and things of taking care of herself holistically. But girl, we'll find you the one that works best for a quick one. Shayna, I got you all day long. I know Tiffany was talking about one too, Tiffany Lennox. So we'll get on that too. But I definitely have one for you. Philandra, I'll post it in the group. So what I'll do is I'll do some posts in Healthy Place Fitness. I'll do some posts in the group. I'll do some on my personal ones so you guys see the ones that I've taken. And I'll talk about my experience and also post some testimonials from real clients that have been on it. So you make sure it's best for you. Hey, Sherry, you're doing the Keto Burn Extreme and it's suggested during the detox. I don't know anything about that, sweetie, so I don't want to comment yay or nay by any means. I'm not familiar with that. So, but make sure you know what's in it. Everyone should always know what's in anything they're taking to make sure that they're not any any type of issues that your body may have with it, or if you notice that you have any type of conditions that come up, whether it be skin or whether it be maybe allergies or something going with your throat, you can know what's in it, so then you could talk to your pharmacist or your doctor and maybe find out what the issue was. But you're more than welcome, sweetie, to send me more information on it in my inbox, and I'll help you kind of figure out what's in it and those things. Okay, so just direct message me for that. Alrighty, did I miss one in there? Okay, so we talked about detoxes. We talked about water. Love it that you brought up the water thing, Christia. That's so important, and we forget that. But you guys, here's one thing too. Now, talking about detoxing, a lot of people don't realize you not only are trying to detox your organs. You guys, what's the biggest organ in the body or of the body? Does anybody know? If anybody know, okay, we're gonna have fun. If anybody knows what's the biggest organ of the body, I will give you a 2-week meal plan for free. Oh, dang, now somebody answered. Christina. Oh, wait, that's Lindsay and Theo. Okay, Lindsay and Christina, after the challenge, I owe you 2 more weeks of, y'all came in too late. Y'all doing too much. It's the skin, guys. So, Christina and Lindsay, don't let me forget, after the challenge, because you're already getting your meal plan now, I'm going to give you 2 more weeks. Oh, you guys, guess who's here? Akila, look who's here. Don't get mad. You guys, it's Sophia. She said, Mommy's doing another chat. You can say hi? You can say hi. Say hi, everybody. See, Sophia doesn't need to detox, guys, because she lives a very clean lifestyle. All she does is fight occasionally and beat up another cat. But she's very, very, very clean. Isn't that right? So I go on time and everything. I promise she's not scratching up anything. All right, guys. All right, so Gershelle, you are doing a smoothie cleanse. Are you doing JJ's? Akita, leave Sophia alone. Gershelle, are you doing JJ's? I'm not sure if you heard me, sweet. Are you doing JJ Smith 10-day smoothie? Okay, you may hear me in a little bit. Okay, so you guys, yes, you all were correct. It is the skin. The skin is the largest organ of the body. It covers all of us. What do we do to our skin on a daily basis? We use facial products. We use skin products. We use soap. We have water. We come into contact with all types of things. We have detergents. So many things. Ladies, what do? We put on makeup. A lot of us do every day, sometimes even more than once. Have you ever thought about what are the chemicals that are going into all these things we put on our skin as a whole? Then we want to talk about detoxing. Well, it has to start from head to toe. All right. And this being the largest organ means that this is one of the ways more things come into our body than any other way. All right, so keep that in mind too, even with your lotions and your facial products, your cosmetics, your powders, your foundations, your eye products, your actual facial soaps and moisturizers. All of those things need to be as pure as possible. Okay, so we were talking about, Gershelle, was that a yes to the JJ? I think. Okay, JJ's, I've heard really, really great things about her 10-day smoothie. I would say give yourself a little bit of time after doing it the first 10 days. And what I tell people is after you do any type of detoxing, don't go right back into the detoxing. Because number one, you need to make sure that you didn't have any type of negative effects or anything from it. And then just give yourself a chance to reset as well. Because if you're losing weight and you're monitoring your health only through a detox plan, more likely than not, you're going to start missing and reducing a lot of the minerals and vitamins that are essential to your body, okay? Because sometimes detoxes, especially when they're a colon detox that stimulates the colon to become more active, I'm in favor of those as long as they don't have a laxative property. A laxative property is not cleaning out cleaning out both colons. It's not. All it's doing is making you run to the bathroom, okay? That can make you feel good because you don't feel like you have all the stuff stuck into you, but it also can deplete you of good bacteria, of a lot, like I said before, a lot of essential vitamins and minerals that need to stay, and even some of the unhealthy bacteria that needs to stay within the colon walls in order to fight other things, okay? So just be cognizant of that. Never stay on anything that overstimulates the body for too long of a period, because then what can happen too is the body stops learning how to work on its own. Like there's actually certain electronic pulses within the body where if we force them to overwork for too long, they stop working by themselves. All right, so don't do too much of that. Don't make your body use certain stimulants as a crutch for things that it should know how to do on its own. You may have to see a specialist. Like there's a lot of people, and you guys, a lot of people don't. Oh, Juice by Julie. I don't think I know that one. I have to look it up, sweetie. So you guys, a lot of people don't like to discuss this, and you don't have to post. But if you're not going at least 2 to 3 times a day, number 2, there's a problem. A lot of my clients have started off where they literally were going once or twice a week. And then maybe some of you on here, you don't have to say it, all right? But if you're not going 2 to 3 times per day, that could signal some type of problem in the body. Not saying it is, because everybody's body is differently, but think about it. You're eating every single day. So if that's not coming back out of you, where is it going? And your body certainly is not using all of that efficiently and productively. Okay. All right, guys. I don't and never have. Are you talking about the detox, Shayna? You talking about JJ's or something else? Okay, I think I may have missed what you were referencing. But okay, guys, so talk to me. Is that it, everything? Did we cover some things that actually could be helpful to you individually, or just kind of let me know? If so, we'll jump off and I'll get to the gym, and you guys get to either the gym or the rest of your day. Anything else? Hey, Shayna saying don't go. You just need to call me. No, you guys, I really, really thank you all for your time. And I want to also tell you guys, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's just Basheerah Ahmed. So if you put in Basheerah Ahmed, you can subscribe to that, because we're doing a lot of videos. We also have a Healthy Place Fitness one, but right now we're building that. So if you want to see a lot of stuff right away, go to Basheerah Ahmed on YouTube. Starting to do a lot more videos about not only fitness and nutrition and things like we discussed today, but also on lifestyle. Like I may talk to you guys about my skincare regimen and you know what I'm doing with my hair and stuff now, because you know I do a lot of extensions, I do a lot of wigs and stuff too, but I actually am really getting my hair really, really healthy and longer and thicker and stuff, which people normally say you can't do in your 40s. I'm doing it, so I'll show you guys that too. You know, just kind of fun stuff, girl stuff. Let's talk about some real things. Maybe we'll have a girl chat next time, and we won't let the guys on. I think we should do that. We'll have a girl chat. But thank you very much, guys. You guys are awesome. This wouldn't be fun if you guys weren't asking the questions. So I hope that it was helpful, and that I hope you guys are getting what you need as far as what I can offer. You all don't ever feel like you can't ask me for a referral. Even if that doesn't bring money back into my pocket, I got you, okay? I want you guys to be able to find the best lifestyles for you. Now, when that comes from something that I represent or that I'm selling, hey, yay! But if it doesn't, I will never block anything else that's good for you. All right, so make sure you ask me that as well. If you have not already followed the Healthy Place Fitness page, I do need you to do that. Just click your little like, and then you'll make sure that you get, you know, notified when we have all kind of cool things coming up. And we have, oh, you guys, put this down here real quick. Okay, it could be yay or nay, yes or no. How many of you all would love to see like live master classes with me in your city? Like maybe once a month, but like 200, 300 people, huge class where we do live cooking demonstrations. We do live fitness classes for all levels. And then, you know, we have like real girl chats, you know. So, and men are invited too, but we may like separate like the men and the women when we're really talking about health. Okay, so yeah, so we got a yay for Kentucky. And Lindsay, are you here? Are you here with us? And okay, Casey, you're in Choctaw, right? Lindsay? I think think Lindsay, I think you're right here. So Sherry, yes. So you guys, I think that will be really cool. And Marion and Marie and I have been discussing that a lot. So that's one of the things we're going to start on before spring. And then spring, we're really going to go on kind of a massive tour. But what we'll do is we'll kind of identify maybe 3 or 4 places to start off with. And we'll talk about great stuff. Gershelle, did you know I used to always be in DC doing Sporty Girl Fitness? I used to go in there and do them through Vicki Irving with Superwoman Lifestyle. So Sporty Girl Fitness had our largest following in the DMV. So I don't think I knew you around that time, but we had so much fun. So I'd love to come back to DC, and I love to come to Connecticut too. Love Connecticut. So let's talk more about that. I think all of you all know how to reach me. You know, personal page. Hold on one second. The cat's acting up. Hold on. Sophia, stop. Stop it. Okay. So personal page, business page, Healthy Place Fitness. DM me. Don't forget, we have the healthyplacefitness.com. That's one thing I almost forgot. So even if you're not in the challenge, you guys, you still can get workouts right now. If you go to healthyplacefitness.com, we always have monthly memberships available that you can get, and you can work out with yours truly at any time, and you can still get a meal plan. Now, you won't get the group effect right now, but you can just jump into one of the other challenges that'll start in February for that. But don't feel like you have to wait. Get your workout on now. It's very, very, very affordable. It's less than most of your gyms. And you get me and you get guidance. So healthyplacefitness.com. Okay, so Christina's answering for Tyra. Oh, Indiana. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I got a lot of people, friends, followers in Indiana and things. So let's make this happen, guys. Looks like Kentucky, Indiana, Connecticut, DC, of course, Oklahoma. We got Atlanta. We got Los Angeles. Marion, we got a lot of work to do. And you guys too, because you're going to help me promote it. So, all right, guys. So you all have a very blessed weekend. Please be kind to yourselves, even if you're doing some type of meal plan or exercise program. Take it day by day. And if you're having fun, then hey, even more wonderful. And if you're not having fun, maybe find out why you're not, all right? Life is supposed to be enjoyable. Even if we're doing things that are out of our comfort zone, let's find something in it that makes us excited to keep doing it. All right. Healthyplacefitness.com, you guys. So it's actually in the feed if you just want to click in it. All right. So Reggie's back. Reggie, we're going to be doing, we're getting ready to jump off, but we're going to be doing big classes in different cities. So I'll tell you more about that too. We're probably going to do like maybe 6 cities even before the summer starts. So we'll talk more. Reggie's one of my cousins too. So got a lot of family on here, family and long-term friends. So really appreciate that. So you guys, thank you for all of your support. You know how to reach me if you have any questions, concerns, referrals. Oh, this is the detox, but I'm going to tell you more about it. It's called Stimmutox. But remember, I want to talk to you about it. Showed you the tea, showed you the coffee, ask me more questions, ask me my opinion, ask me what about other people, all those things. So have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Love you guys. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.